Hey man, what's happening? Can you hear me clearly? I'm just tweeting the link to this thing. Let's see the Gran Turismo, and then we can start to play. So I've actually been doing some laps around here already in preparation for this race. And if we look here, yesterday I was in the top 10. Oh, I still am, look at that. Top 10. So, I've been munching on carrots and preparing the strategy. So, provided qualifying goes well, I'm going to start on the mediums. And my main issue at the moment is avoiding penalties in this final double right-hander sector. I definitely do not want to mess this up, but positive mindset is that in the first FIA championship that I competed in, or like the exhibition season, I was crashing all the time, and this season I've progressively gotten better with the 10th place, 2 10th places and 2 4th places against some of the aliens. So my aim this race is to get on the podium. Obviously that's all dependent on qualifying, so we're going to see how that goes. But even if qualifying goes slightly badly, like if I'm in P6 and I can avoid trouble in the first 2 laps, I think I have the pace to make a go of it, especially on the hard tyre. I've had a pretty good week so far, with top 10 time here and some pretty good daily races. I just need to repeat it. I need to be relaxed as possible and enjoy this FIA session, because I won't be able to do the one on the weekend. I have to go to the Blancpain Awards dinner, which is going to be quite cool, but I'd rather be here, to be honest. That's how I am. So I'm actually not so sure on what the track limit situation is. I think that was a penalty, but it wasn't. Some are not, and that's concerning for me in terms of exiting the first corner. You've got to be very careful with how you approach it. My idea is actually just to be as conservative as possible and try as much as I can to keep it inside the white line. What's happening, Nick? But yeah, what else can I tell you? Oh, there's the turn 2, which is the hairpin. It's better to brake and overslow the car instead of bombing in and trying to make up 10 meters on the brakes. It's more important to make the apex. So if you miss that apex, it's game over in terms of lap time. I didn't nail it perfectly in this lap, but it was definitely better than the first one, and I gained 3/10. This is also difficult because to spot your braking zone is not so easy, and this should be in 3rd gear even in qualifying, but not in the race. In the race it's 2nd gear. So my record is a 28.2. Currently 1.2 seconds off that. Whoa, hello. Let's see if I get a penalty here. Come on, give me a penalty. I need to see. I need to learn. No, nothing. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now I know where the limit is, but again, approach is to actually be conservative. See if you make this apex, you can get on the power earlier. Obviously in the race and in qualifying I'm not going to be talking as much. Oh no, I've had a DR meltdown, mate. It happened about a month and a half ago, and I had to sit here the whole day trying to win as many daily races as I could to get myself back to A+. It was an absolute freaking nightmare. But that's all been fixed now, so... Oh, come on. Is that really a penalty? So the key thing with the daily races is always to make sure that you get a good qualifying. If you just go in there from last place, you're going to get meltdowns on the consistent basis. So always rather spend 30 minutes of your Gran Turismo session doing laps, because practice laps. Because if you get a bad quali, it's game over. You're just going to be fighting the devil, and you're not going to win. So it was actually quicker on that particular lap to not use the exit curb. And here, just brake just before the white line, so you can get the apex curb there and get on the power as early as you can. Accelerate out of there. One complaint, major complaint I have about this game that's a penalty for sure, is that in this mode it's not representative of the car that you get in qualifying. So when you do practice like this, you are effectively practicing with a car that has perfect grip and zero fuel, even though the fuel indicator says it's full. It's actually completely empty. And then you get into an FIA race, and you get into qualifying and you're driving an alien car. That to me is one of the frustrations of this game. Why can't they just make the free practice for the FIA races equal to, or give us at least fuel burning? So that we at least have an understanding of how a car is going to feel for the race itself. That's a penalty. Yes. Yeah, so it's such a knife edge there, such a knife edge. Yeah, I mean, now we are racing I guarantee you that qualifying will be like a 228.8 or 229.2, around there. Only one or two aliens will be able to get lower than that, and that is related to fuel. Right now we're racing with no fuel. The car is as light as can be, and you don't get to feel that until the FIA race, or if you set up a lobby online. So I was in the online lobbies now, and the best time I could do was a 29.6 on low fuel, not super low, but low enough, and a fresh set of mediums. And it's just not ideal, you know. That was sweet if I don't get a penalty for it. Oh, that was nice. That was a really nice exit. 20 seconds to go. I watched one of the Australian feeds this morning because they do the same daily FIA race, what do you call it, setup in terms of car and track. And all the quick guys were doing, they were starting on the hards and then going to the medium, or vice versa. So 5 laps on the medium and 7 laps on the hard. Ah, Super GT, what's happening, mates? What is happening? I'm going to tweet him. Quickly take a photo. Oh, come on, don't jerk too much. There we go. Righto. I hope this thing doesn't kick me out. I had some connection issues earlier. While we're waiting, let's talk about motorsport news of the day. Specifically, Robert Kubica, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be in Formula 1 next year on the grid. He has signed a deal with Williams that they are going to announce this weekend in Abu Dhabi. I met Robert Kubica in Brazil once, the only Formula 1 race I went to go watch in person. And he was very grumpy. It was 12 a.m. We were in the airport, and I think half the grid was catching the same Emirates flight to the next race. Hey man, what's happening? And me too. And I went and asked him, Rosberg, and who else was there? The Toro Rosso guys were there. But I got a autograph of Rosberg and a photo with Kubica. Fernando Alonso was in the same terminal as us. We were all on the same flight, but I was just there as a spectator. I was 100% a racing fan. My karting days were long gone. Yeah, and then I think it was the following year that he had his massive injury. So at the time, I think we saw his last race live. I think that, so my timeline could be wrong. It was in 2010 that I went to go watch the race. So I was a massive fan of his. I thought he was an absolute legend on the track. I think he's right up there with the big boys like Alonso and Hamilton. And it was a shame that he got kicked off. So, hang on. While I'm sitting here talking nonsense, okay, I'm on the right tire. What's the points table? 2, 3, 2, 1. Not bad. Aim here is to beat Super GT at the very least. Okay, 10 seconds to go. A little bit nervous. Gonna keep it together. And try. No, I'm going to get a good qualifying because I want to finish on the podium. I've raced against a lot of these guys. I know I can beat them. just trying to give myself some space here and to burn as much fuel as possible. Time for the banker lap. Francois, no questions for now, my man. Thrustmaster wheel, play seat, seat. So Thrustmaster wheel, play seats, seat thing, which is a regret of mine. And Thrustmaster T-Racing headphones. Oh, that was a really messy lap. Really, really bad lap. I know that lap was a little bit better, but I'd rather try again with one more new set and leave myself some more time on this next set of tires. I think it's just the last sector I need to improve on. Obviously P12 is not ideal, ladies and gentlemen. But it's here that I made a mistake twice. I need to brake a little bit earlier because I missed the apex twice. I know that costs me 0.3 of a second. And then the next left and then left again. They're sort of medium to high speed. I need to improve there. track, buddy. Okay, that could have been better, but whatever. Oh man. Oh well. Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a bother. So I'm gonna have to start on the hard tire because of that final mistake on the final lap. Oh, that's a shame. 29.9, not good enough anyway. So a bit of a bottle job, as the man himself would say. And the tyres are gone now. This thing's always very frustrating when you make a mistake. That first lap was just a bit too conservative. I was a bit too banker. Took it too literally, you know. What a horror show. So 29.9 was the potential there. Let's see where that puts me, hypothetically, without that silly penalty on the second to last corner. Another thing on in this race is to not get a penalty at all. So if I can somehow survive that, then I should at least gain. Well, now the target goes from, you know, podium. Thanks, David. Thanks for nothing. From podium to top 10 or top 5. I know my pace is good enough for top 5. 29.7 is what I did in practice with the what do you call it? In the lobby, which had fuel and everything. So let's see where 29.7 would have put me. While we wait for this qualifying to end, what can I tell you guys? I can tell you that the Blancpain Awards I'm going to on Saturday, are just to collect the trophies of my teammates, because they all won't be able to make it because they're living in different countries. So I'm technically not collecting anything myself. 29.9 would have been top 5. There's David almost in last. Okay, now we go hard. Yes. So I have to go sit in this awards ceremony, which I did last year. But last year I was collecting something, and I got to be honest, awards are not my favorite thing. So, you know, they can be quite boring, especially like the Blancpain, or the SRO they're called. The SRO is the organizer of Blancpain. They have a lot of championships, so it's like it's almost like roll call, where you have to just stand there and wait for your name to be called. You go up there, you collect the trophy, you take a photo, and then the next guy goes up. There's no sort of, I don't know how to phrase it correctly, but appreciation for each champion. So I think that's a shame. I think they should separate out the awards. Oh, here comes the cheese. And I think they should have like the Blancpain Europe awards separate from Blancpain Asia, separate from Blancpain, okay, well, soon to be Blancpain America. Hey Bruno, I didn't see that you'd entered the room. How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Okay. I'm not even in shot here. Mercedes. Didn't expect that. Thanks, Divan. Hope you're well, dude. I gotta make my way up this field without crashing. One of the best liveries in the world. This is from this livery raced at Spa, 24-hour, I think, and races in Japan. These are all pretty standard liveries. I'm not a fan of the BMW M6, but that's between you and me, guys. I don't think I've even driven the M6 in this game. I'm crazy. Hello there, I'm crazy. GT Boca. It's a fast racing team. Not the best, but definitely one of the faster ones. Super GT here. Hello viewers. You know, he plays with the remotes in third person. He out-qualified me. Horror show continues. Okay. I'm going to unleash the race pace. I'm starting on the hard tyre, I think. Custom helmet, ladies and gentlemen. So the game here is let everybody go with their mediums. Let them go to the distance. Give me some space to sort of do quali laps on a hard tyre in clear air. Ah, look at that. I had the wrong brake bias. And then we can... that's why I qualified badly, seriously. That's why I kept losing the rear. Yeah, and then hopefully we can make some time up after the pit stop. So let's hope that I get some clear air here. The aim is to be slower than the people in front for this stint. Keep me on the track, buddy. I should have maybe defended there.
Braked a little bit too late there.
check, 8 laps. Okay, it's going to be a little bit tight, but I need to get there. I mean, the leaders are gone, but let's try and get to a top 5. Maybe a little bit optimistic. Sorry, buddy. I was going to try and make the that hard tire last another lap, but let me try rather get an undercut in case, well, let's see what's possible. I have to do 6 lap on the medium, which is not ideal, but I lost so much time on that lap with that silly overtaking maneuver. So off we go. This outlap needs to be mega. Target is the same, top 5. David. Stay focused. Fifth place is in sight. All of us boxed a lap too early, in my experience with testing, so whoever slides the most here is going to be in the worst place on lap 11 and 12. Don't let that be a penalty. Oh, I got lucky. I got damn lucky. To happen. Come on, let's go. Still, David, not if you do that. Too much offline and then. Okay, capitulation time. Head down, head down, head down. Damn. Okay, now we have to hope. What? Why'd I get a second penalty there? Oh man, I'm so sorry guys. 32 viewers, which is a record, and it's all going wrong. Now there's no grip because I was offline. Okay, back to it. Focus, focus, focus. At the moment, at least I've got fastest lap, which is some consolation in this horror show. It's pretty clear I had the pace for top 5 if I didn't bottle that overtake. 2 laps to go. Okay, so I didn't go as wide as the guy in front of me, but he didn't get a penalty. Come on guys, come on Gran Turismo, let's sort this out. This Toyota Supra is really quick. I wonder if he's on the hard tire now. So I have to, fortunately, spend my lap defending this guy right behind me. He's trying to do the cutback. Stay in the middle of the track as long as possible. And now lift slightly so you can't do the cutback. Guy in front of me is really struggling. Okay, so 2 bad laps. We got some qualifying. Cost us big time. Big time. Pixel-sized mistakes, and I'm not sure about the penalty here. I don't know why I got a penalty there. Can someone please explain that to me, because the BMW in front of me definitely cut more. Okay, so thanks for watching, kids, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. We made some places, got the fastest lap, but it was not good enough because my mistakes cost me. Unfortunately, I don't think I have time to do the next race, which is at Brands. Whew, my SR took a whack there. Let me save this replay. I have a dinner at 8. Do you think there's time? I think there's maybe time. We can try do Brands Hatch, yeah? I'm going to try to do Brands Hatch for those of you who want to stick around and watch. So there's a little bit of practice involved. I don't have time to put livery on this car. I'm going to try to redeem myself. Let's do some practice. Let's do some practice. Okay, so the qualifying for this race is going to be separated by tenths of a second. The top 10 times on the leaderboard for the FIA races was like, oh, it was so close. I think 1.5 tenths separated the top 10. It was embarrassingly bad, close. So I can't bottle this one too much, can I? Okay, so I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna go in a second. And here we go. So This one's a little bit more boring in terms of, but it takes a lot of accuracy to get to not lose momentum in this car. To be honest with you, I didn't do any strategy tests, so we're going into this one a bit blind. I assume that it's going to be about saving fuel, because I think the tires are going to last. Okay, so I just need to remind myself of all the gears, so just give me 2 laps. Question with this car is, can you get on the power? That's what you ask yourself every time you get into a corner. It's more like it's like definitely like driving an underpowered car on a racetrack as opposed to a kart. You've got to tickle the power to keep the revs up and maintain momentum and carry as much speed as possible. Yeah, Andre, absolutely. Carry the speed. Everything is basically, there's 2 corners that you're braking for, really. This one is really hard to get right. The apex is completely blind. Stay as close as you can to the wall on your fast lap. I'm not sure, I think it's a rear wheel drive. No, it's actually a front wheel drive. I think, I don't know. I didn't bother to check. It's just not easy to do the lap time. Difficulty in any car is not how fast it is, but what happens when you take it to its limit. I think that's a penalty. No. Well, you never know. I mean, geez, turn 1 and Red Bull Ring was pretty random if you ask me. Okay. All the sliding that you're hearing is not good. Okay, I think it's rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive because I just got some snap oversteer there with the 10 horsepower that this thing has. Unbelievable. Less talking at the moment because, well, it's not easy. See, they're missing the apex. Not ideal. Oh, okay. Come on, big guy. Is there an interior shot? No, no interior. This car, so it must be a concept car. Look at this beautiful piece of machinery. Toyota SF something, who knows. Capable of 169 kph in 4th gear. And probably a grand eater of fuel. Andre, I hope you're well, by the way, mate. I think this race is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I think I also need to adjust the brake bias. See, oh no, we're already where I want it to be, which is quite rear. To try and get some rotation. This race is going to be a queue of 10 cars trying not to hit each other. That's what's going to happen in this race. Oh, the limit! 2 tenths up though. The top time for this track combination is a 54.8, like a 54.85. That seemed pretty decent. Stay close to the wall. 55.1, not bad. Hangs on for dear life on the exit. Ghost is just in front of me. Trying to get on the power as early as I can here. Ghost still in front of me. Not quite keeping it together on the exit. See, the slightest mistake and you're losing acres here. Acres with this little car. That was good rotation, but too late on the power. So now I'm going to stay on the outside to use as much track as I can to build speed in this little guy. I'm sure half a K is significant. Again, I'm going to run to the outside to maximize acceleration time. Obviously, you're going to the inside, you're using less road, less opportunity to start a fresh lap at top speed. And off we go. 2 things, 1 concern that we need to get through. Will it connect? Ruffle Waffle, RC Snake, Tuscany, race against him a few times. Who else we got? I know Dazzy OG, but not well enough. Sorry, I was drifting a little bit there on the Twitter. Points table, 2,400. Ruffle Waffle is the man to beat in this one. Fuel consumption, 5 times, tyre wear, 12 times, and 18 laps. It could be very possible that we will need to change tyres and or refuel. I suspect we're going to be doing both, because to short shift in this car and save fuel, I don't know. I'm just going to go grab some water quickly. 5 seconds, we'll be right back. Righto, just in time. Righto, let's see what's going on here. Qualifying is 10 minutes. Lap is 50 seconds. Oh, come on, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Nice livery, brother. Sneaks in there. This is one of those tyres where you don't necessarily have to do a slow out lap. Just do a lap. So let's see how fuel consumption goes. And I think a slipstream is definitely going to help. Okay, let's see. First lap of Mani. Don't maximize track space, guys. Go as wide as you can. David, try get the apex on this entry. There you go. So far. Everyone's just going to get quicker as the fuel goes off. Well, I threw that lap away because I was watching the guy in front. It's a small wonder that I'm a racing driver in real life sometimes. Slipstream is definitely helping though. Somebody give it to me, give me the slipstream. Let's get there. Damn, his slipstream goes away. Big understeer at the moment. 6 minutes remaining though, still time. P12 is not what I want, but it's what we got for now. Go offline in race conditions, it's a problem. I'm gonna box now, get a new set of rubber on, and go for another whatever 4 laps. I'm 3/10 off pole at the moment. I need to improve this final corner, and I think we'll be doing much better. And I think this is a no-stop race, honestly. Okay, buddy, let's do this. Clear air. Get out the way, David. Okay, no, we're good. We are good. Tuscany on a 55.3. I just need to not mess up this final turn. Brake a little bit earlier, get on the power earlier. Carry the speed through, find this curb as early as possible. Stay tight, but not now, on the next lap. Three laps to go. That's got to be a penalty. Somehow it's not. Still P10, 4/10 off. Was much better. Final lap coming in hot. Makes sense to slipstream instead of trying to cut the short line. Final lap, gotta make it count. Yeah. Can't be overtaking peeps on your final lap. P8, 3/10 off. At the moment I'm P8. Oh, according to this thing I still have one more lap. No, that's a checkered flag. Okay, so that was rough. I don't know what my potential best was, and I was meant to use that lap to see how much fuel I used, and I didn't check. So there's that. Okay. I gotta be honest, this one is not as fun as the other race. What did we just do? Red Bull Ring. I much prefer the Red Bull Ring to this one. It's a bit too slow and too sort of... I don't know. I thought this race would be a little bit more fun, but the car's a little bit too underpowered. In my opinion, the tyres are going to last though. I definitely can't change them, so... Maybe it will be fuel consumption. We did 10 laps there. Tires were okay. It's just the reason we change is obviously you want to maximize as much grip as you can. Yeah, still not sure. But prepare some cheese graters, ladies and gents, because we've got the FIA. Thanks, Matt. Okay, so no pitting for this race. Just flat out, don't die. Minimize the penalties. Overtake into the one after the first corner. What's that called again? Watched the FIA race, by the way, like the official thing. And what are your thoughts? My thoughts are, I don't know why the guys at Le Mans didn't use the hard tyre in the middle stint, because it was the worst tyre, It didn't, and it lasted forever, but it was the slowest. And the soft tire was able to go at least 3 laps, and the medium was able to go at least 4 laps. So it was left only 2 laps that you had to do in the hard. So I would have gone soft or medium. So let's say medium, hard, soft. So at least at the end you have something to fight with, which is what Igor had. He had the better tire. Druids, thanks Andre. Hey Jace, what's happening, bro? So yeah, Igor, he had the softer tire. My mate Mikel Hizal, he didn't stand a chance. Hello. So yeah, that was my opinion. The Australian guy, I forget his name now, I'm sorry dude, he did quite well. And what surprised me was you didn't get to choose your car. Besides the final race where everyone was in the same car, you got allocated a car. I'm telling you now, if you gave me an Audi at Brazil, I'd be screwed. There's just no chance I can race with that car at Brazil. So that was a bit of a bummer in my opinion. But I don't know how you fix that, because then everyone would just choose the Porsche in grade 3 and the BMW M4 and the N400, you know. So there's something they have to. The Ferrari, for example, the 458 in this game is undrivable, and so is the Lamborghini, and so is the Audi. And yet in real life, those 3 cars are probably the best cars you can get when it comes to real life driving. And yet the Porsche in real life is not the fastest car. They need a really good BOP to survive. So, you know, I just think that they have to rethink that. They have to sort out the setups of the Audis, Ferrari and Lamborghini, or do something else. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for not changing gear. Okay, 18 laps. That was horrific, that start. But let's try and make up some lap time. I mean, some places. The lead has already been changed. Or was it trying to change? If I want to do well in this race, I have to get into the slipstream in front of me, and that start didn't help. Sitting there stuck in first gear was a disaster. I don't have control over that. Until it says go, I have no control. Another quirk of this game, which you just have to kind of suffer through, you know. Slipstream, by the way, is within a second. Anything over a second and you have no slipstream. Off the pace currently. Okay, I'm in a slipstream provided I don't screw this up. Trouble is this guy's lost his slipstream to the guys in front who are in a massive tow. But I must have closed up because I did the fastest lap. Gone quiet because I smell blood. Oh, rifle goes off. There's a result here. There is a potential result here. I don't have to really worry about fuel, so let's go back to the sector screen. They're getting away. Why? As fit as possible, buddy. I mean, it gets very hot. If you race in Suzuka, you're dying. 30-minute race is not so bad, but it's when you have to do a 2-hour double stint where you are hanging on for dear life if you're not fit. It gets very hot in the cars and your heart rate is jacked, so you have to keep these things in mind. So I train every day. cardio, and every second or third day I do body weight exercises. To overtake, honestly. Steering in the GT3 car is like your road car, very light. It's very, very light. Why is this guy racing for like millionth place? I don't get it. Come on, come on, come on, I'm just out the slipstream. Today I wanted a podium in an FIA race. Can I do it? pushing, pushing, pushing. Now it's going to be an insane battle. An insane battle to keep second place. So I got to focus as much as I can on catching the leader. But yeah, when you remove the variables, I'm not so bad at this game. I wish I had my livery on. My blue and red one. Come on, David. Let's try and catch Snake Boy. Snake Bro. Really stoked with this comeback so far. Those of you who didn't watch the first race, I was in Red Bull Ring and I just got penalties for really unfortunate situations, but I got my way all the way up to 4th from almost last, 16th on the grid. Ended up finishing, I think, 10th or 9th after all the penalties. So it was a shame. It was a shame. But this is much better. Okay. Heading on to the final lap. Only way I can win this is if Captain Planet in front of us makes a mistake. But I'm really stoked with this fight back so far. I just need to keep it on the road. Snake is having some issues in front of us. So am I, to be honest. The tires are on the limit. Oh, come on. Look at that. I found so much time in the last lap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. P2 after starting, I think, P8, and that was really fun. Really fun. And I managed to do this in a very slick 1 hour 38. Usually the live streams are around 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Finally I put it together and we got a result. So there you go. I now have to get ready for a dinner with my ex-co-driver Stephen Earl. He's in town. We won some races together last year and he's visiting because he won the Iron Cup in the Blancpain GT Sports Club. So I have to say hi to him, even though I'll see him tomorrow. So, personal best score for the season, and somehow got a clean race, even though I was pushing like crazy. J-Bags, finally, dude. I was so close to a podium in the previous race, and Yeah, let me save this replay. That was epic, epic, epic racing. Alrighty. Thanks everyone for watching. I need to figure out how to turn this streaming off. See you, I don't know when I'll see you again because I got to go to Bahrain soon for driver coaching in the GT Nations Cup. So maybe it will be in January, but if I get some time, I'll set up a new live stream before then. Alright, thank you for watching. Cheers.